Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon, and this is Timberborn. We're in our beautiful society of Porsaw, where we are continuously trying to deal with bad tides. Now, this first bad tide absolutely nailed us for up to about 50%. We're down on 29% now, even though we have built a slight diversion. So, who only knows what it would have done if it hit us full force. But we have built a slight diversion. And we are just about to be smashed by yet another bad tide. So what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that we need to get this built, and we cannot rely on being able to go into the water. Not at all. So, we might be able to get in there at some point and do any quick finishes, but we need to build the bulk of this using, well, hard-earned labor. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, it's kind of a mess. So that's going to be annoying to build some pathing for it, but let's go for it. That did get replaced. Okay. And it's also, well, more than 3 wide. At least through this bit. A lot of these bits are 3 wide, so that's just going to be a little bit easier. Let us... How far does he go? He sticks out 1 over, I think. Yes, I'd say I got that right. Yes, and that's where we need to go up to. I'd say we're up to there. Nope, that's too far. We only want to come... At least have it to 4. Yes, a 4 will do just nicely. Then we need to turn. And... how do I want to do this? Do I want to start trying to make little bits and bobs everywhere? I mean, I could do. I would need a 2, which is the shortest one. That'll take a bit more science. That's fine. And then... kind of want a little bit of a crossroads, I think. If I'm working this out correctly. I have no idea if I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, but then I need to turn. 4. Go 4 there. Let's go... just put 4 there, because that'll just make it easier to do. And... a 3. As we continue to build this thing out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Technically, I don't even know anymore. Just build that, and then I want another 3. And then I want another... ah, damn it. No, I messed that up. Pick a nice 6 on there. Oh, and what's the point? That's actually... I have disconnected, like, this whole pathing thing, haven't I? Let us ponder for a moment and destroy this top layer, because I don't want them going down those stairs at all. Oh, I have in fact destroyed a set of stairs, but again, I can go and rebuild those. That's not a problem. Definitely not an efficient path, but it will allow things to start to be built. It might get rerouted when I decide to blow things up, but we'll find out. Okay, so we've got a lovely bit of spider scaffolding going on. Let's continue to keep that on the go, basically, and this should do for now. I will I will, in essence, have to come back and move a few things around, a little bit here and there. But this is going to allow me to get most of this built from the safety of not being in extremely hideous bad tide water. We have 6 days of bad tide. Let's get ready to be contaminated, basically. And if we look down into here, how far down have we got? Oh, I think we're down 2 out of 5 squares. Very nice. And if out of curiosity we come over here, oh, 1, 2, 3, and a smidge layers left to go. This one will disappear really quickly now because it's on all of this. 3 and a smidge layers left to go, and then that's going to be... That might actually get unburied before this. Crazy on horror and shocks. So... yes, these are these. I'm going to leave them to keep planting endless amounts of dynamite. Oh, we're kind of running low on extract. Didn't see that one coming. But that... We can still be planting, yes, all of this singular dynamite. That's all going to keep happening. And then we can also start building things like these stairs to get to these last bits, and then the scaffold. So my guys are going to have plenty of stuff to do, even if we have run out of extract. That's not going to be a worry. Workers are good. We've got lots of homeless people, but again, once we clear this up, which... We're now going to hopefully get this project moving forward a little bit better because, well, we've gone and decided to do things without having to wait for the bad tide to clear because we were wasting so many cycles waiting for the bad tide with just hope in my heart. However, well, that's clearly not happening, is it? And then what we do actually need to do is close above contamination 5%. Oh yeah, we'll keep them all as base. I think I've gone and marked them all. I have. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll keep them all as base. That's fine. And so, yep, as the last of the extract comes in, these little bits and bobs should be finished off. There's one piece we're not going to be able to get to. And then... We'll simply keep going. And I don't know when I'm actually going to blow this up, because it's a little bit dangerous. Let's do a couple of small pre-explosions whilst we continue to get everything ready. You know, just to keep things moving. A little bit quiet, isn't it? Let's zoom in a bit. That's better. Nothing like hearing dynamite go off in the morning. And that's as far as we can get without going too extreme. Right, we're now down here as well. So go ahead and get these done. And this is actually on pause, because we don't want to use our metal blocks. This project takes priority. And we definitely need more metal blocks, even for that. Oh wow, we've run out of dynamite as well. We have run out of scrap metal, so I can save a worker from my metal smelter, as that's not going to happen. So yes, we are a lot of metal short here. Like I said, we may even clear this out before we clear this out, because this will evaporate at the same speed, give or take. But because this then gets to the layer at the bottom, where it then, as it gets a lower level, is in a thin line of water, it then evaporates a lot faster. So that will, I believe, make this technically evaporate a little bit quicker than this. But then we can't actually really get to this with bad tide either. So there is also that. Now it claims it's not connected. I assume that's because I've got this disconnected. And this disconnected by the looks of it as well. Oh no, that's there. Yes, I assume it's just because I've got this bit disconnected here. Because there is a lot of bad tide in here. A hell of a lot of bad tide. Nice. So further construction will continue. dynamite is finished. There's a couple of pieces I cannot get to. Just a couple of pieces. We'll sort that as... Oh, no, we got a small patch here. Dynamite's almost finished. What are we up to? 6 pieces of dynamite, 1 piece of extract. We'll get there. Double dynamite. Ah, we've gone triple from here across. Okay. All right, yeah, so all of this is going to come down to this layer. And then all of this will come down to this layer. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, and we finished down here as well. Let's just finish leveling this off. Nice. And then let us... do I want access to both sides? Do I want access to both sides? Do I... Technically, I think I have to. I don't think I can get to this third layer. Yes, I think I'm going to have access to both sides. So we'll keep the path here. Although we're about to blow all this down, but the path can stay. It's just the, yeah, this little bit will disappear. So let's go ahead and... Not that I need the resources. Let's not even worry about it, to be honest. Don't lose 1 person from making planks. We've got plenty of those. We have finished with our dynamite, I believe, because we are actually now getting dynamite and extract back in stock. And so, yes, we are finishing off this just down below. Absolutely beautiful. So we will continue now to be able to build that. That's going to keep going ahead. We've got lots of workers. We've got so many workers, some of them don't even know what to do with themselves. We've got lots of builders, lots of materials, except for metal. We don't have that much metal. How badly did we get hit by bad tide? 49% in the big basin. We're still only on 20% down here, but that is... Oh, that's going to go in the other direction. 27 here and 26 here. These are set up for 47% contamination. These are set up for 14 and 13% respectively. Right, so it's just a bit of a waiting game to wait for this to clear. We are, like I said, luckily able to do a nice bit of building. We've got plenty of food. Oh, our mushrooms have taken a bit of a hit, though. But we should have plenty of food. Maybe they'll rebound now. Maybe it's a cycle thing. We have plenty of coffee, plenty of bad water, plenty of explosives, plenty of extract. Well, no, sorry, almost none of those, but we are now rebuilding them. We finished playing with dynamite. So they'll start going up again. We could do with more coffee storage by the looks of it. Oh, in fact, we do have more coffee storage. Do we? No, that's extract. We could do with more coffee storage. So let's go ahead and build that. You're going to be for cafe. Oh, and would you look at that? We've got so many spare builders unable to get to things that we're actually going to go along and just get this built. I was going to prioritize it, to be honest, but we don't even have to. We've just got that many workers. That many builders who are just itching to get at something. Of course, as we start to build this, they'll be able to go off in more directions and build different things. Oh, hang on as well. Let's not forget our little bits of pathing. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? And neither's this one. But, well, the hope and idea was there. So let's move these two. Let us... And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Let's just go and put a 5 on each. Nah, let's do this properly. Let's do this like it looks like I know what I'm doing. Even though we all know I definitely do not. Right. So yes, as more and more things get built, more and more things will open up to be built. And it should exponentially increase in speed as time goes on. So look now, all of my workers, they finally got something to throw some resources at. And especially as I open up a new bridge, that opens up a lot more things to be built. Do love watching them build things, especially if you've got a lot of workers like I do. You've got all the resources ready to go. It is very joyous to watch them build things. It does spring up pretty quickly. Pretty quickly indeed. I'm going to ask them to slightly prioritize our scaffolding. Because once the scaffolding's built, they then have ability to build everything at once. As opposed to if they build everything else first, and then have to wait for the scaffolding to be built by simply like 1 or 2 beavers, it means that they then stop working for a little while. So if we prioritize the scaffolding first, and then they can just, if they're unable to build the scaffolding, they can bomb burst into everything else. So we're now getting more coffee. Our dynamite and extract are slowly increasing. Our metal is slowly decreasing. And we have a very dangerous field of dynamite. But we don't like to talk about that. And we are also on 37% contamination. This guy has managed to stick on 25. This guy's up to 34, and this guy's on 33. We are using bad water as fast as possible. Trying to keep the levels down. Again, I don't overly know how efficient these things are, but I believe they do help. And I'm going to simply stick with that belief. Okay, 2.5. By the time we've just about cleaned up the bad tide, we'll hopefully be able to go into the mine. As you can see, this one's doing about the same. And so yeah, I mean, all we did for this is we blocked it off and then just let it drain naturally. I'm in no rush to get this drained. I don't know what I'm going to do down here, but there is a mine at the bottom, which I would like to get access to eventually. So yeah, we've got a couple of bad tides here, which we will have to deal with. We did kind of deal with it at the beginning. We made it cascade in the opposite direction as it was coming towards us. Simply blocked it off and let it overflow. And this one, which does have good water sources just here. Which, again, we're going to have to do something about, because obviously during a bad tide, they corrupt everything, quite frankly. So yes, we do need to do something about all of these problems. We're trying to solve this one just here. This feeds through underground into here, and then into here. Talking about this, this can disappear. No, wait, that can't disappear. I need to... Oh, that's gonna have problems. Just gonna have lots of problems. This is gonna get very interesting, that's all I'm going to say. There will be flooding. Let's just put it that way. There will be flooding. We do need to cover this up, and then we will need to replace that. But the problem we're gonna have is that when we finally destroy the rest of this, we're gonna get a lot of water flooding through. A lot. I need to destroy this during a drought, because the only water that should come through will be the water that's already in this system, because no more water should be produced. I have to blow this up during a drought, which we don't get too many droughts. We seem to just get smashed by bad tides. So that might take a little while. But everything else is going along just nicely. I might come down and play designer a little bit more. We've got our lovely bit of housing here. We can in essence go and match that, well, everywhere really. And so, I mean, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just go and do that. Basically goes as far back as the station. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. And then just by here as well. And then we match the housing. Gonna have 2 tall, more tall there, a couple of small in the middle, a couple of small there. We don't need these two. We also don't need these two either. Cool, so there's going to be another layer of housing. Oh, I think I blew up too much stuff because I seem to have gone and broken piping. Whoops. Let's go and put that back in. Then transit ways. Now I could have just built these as solid, but I've already gone and placed a scaffold on top, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Probably going to cost a tiny bit more materials, but again, I'm not too worried about that. And we also want that here so that we can that just like that. And that'll be the next quarter of our living block. How are we doing down here? Oh, looking pretty good. A lot of the scaffolding is built. And then the workers in between are building a lot of the walls, etc. of everything else. 1.1k logs, 540 planks. We'll go ahead and the guy back in there so he can make more planks still. Although I think we're heavier on logs for this than we are on planks, but all the same. We are down to 23% contamination. Now, of course, it doesn't really flow too well out of here, but that's all good. 29%, 34, and 29. So we are dropping down a little bit. Although this is on 22, so it's clearly taking a little bit. And yeah, all we need is a drought. All we need is a drought. Or 2, maybe. We'll find out. And if we come down to here. Now, I believe I broke this path a little bit somewhere. Because I wanted to stop them coming down here. Okay, no, most of the path looks to be fairly complete. Yeah, I think I would just need to put the ladder piece back up. And then that would allow them to get down, which I can go ahead and do if we managed to get at a decent contamination percentage, so they can go and actually get to the corners they can't quite get to from the top whilst down below. Lovely contamination. This one cleans out really well, but it is a lot smaller, and that's why. So, I mean, this could have actually have been... I mean, there's not... yeah, I mean, if I could have gotten this to somehow come this way and clean this out properly, this may have been the better place to migrate to at the beginning of the game. But we made our choice, and we are making the best of it. Very much making the best of it. As we continue to build our bad water diversion program. And get ready for the problems ahead. Okay, no, our fermented mushrooms are definitely taking a hit. Oh, we're out of water, ladies and gentlemen. We're out of water. The decreased productivity and the fact that I'm throwing it away over here, and probably have been for such a long time, is helping nothing. That's going to be draining a lot of my water. That, with the decreased productivity, due to the fact that we are in 30% bad tide, means I'm struggling for water. Now, is that really going to have been the thing that was tipping me over the edge? I mean, it might just have been. It might just have been. Let's see how we do. I mean, yes, it might just have been. That might have been where all of my water was in fact going, because I am slowly making some. We've got still got a whole day ahead of us. Most of my beavers are no longer... well, about 50-50 of my beavers are no longer thirsty now. It's about an even split. But we're not doing too bad, actually. I'm not going to panic just yet. I may panic later. I will decide when that moment comes. Okay, yes, we are losing water overnight. Like I said, I'm not going to panic just yet. Not quite. As this continues to clean out... well, hey, a drought! Music to my ears. As this continues to clean out, these will get a little bit more efficient. And I think... we're going to push a 24-hour day just to keep these guys going. Because, yeah, no, we do have enough pumps to replenish our water. Like I said, especially as this continues to clean out. Very much so if we actually get it to clean out properly. This is down to 26. This is on 28. Keep pumping, guys. Keep pumping. Take that bad water out of the basin. If I didn't have these things here, I would honestly shudder to think how much higher this percentage would actually be. I reckon we could be talking a good 10%. Which would really, especially at this point, cripple my my water production industry. Because this, you know, worst comes worst, this just kind of counteracts this, really. He's hungry, he's thirsty. Of course, we're still going to be using a lot of water for our mushrooms as well, so that's not going to be helping too much. But no, we're good. We're good. Okay, I'll put them down on a normal day for day 2 of this stretch. Okay, you may actually go to sleep tonight. Good job, guys. Good job. Keep pumping that water. Don't let up. Don't let up. What are we down to? 16%. Oh, we're almost there. This will get blocked off very, very shortly. As our guys continue to build this monstrosity, we're making beautiful progress. Oh, did we, nope, they've still got priority. But there should still be people... I'm going to keep an eye on it a second. Doesn't seem to be anybody coming to the end of the scaffolding anymore. Which is unusual. Too far from a district. And cannot be... Ah, we missed. We always do this. I missed a piece of path. Right, now I've got to place that in. They should actually build these bits of scaffold. I always do that. I always miss placing a little piece of pathing. Okay, we've got 100 water. And so hopefully that will just continue to creep up. And like I said, things should continue to get better because, again, contamination is going to go down. The productivity of our pumps will continue to go up. They've almost closed. At which point they'll flicker in between what they are quite going to be doing. Because, well, things will then just be blocked. And then we'll start to get some flooding and other things, and things will just go weirdly. I don't actually know quite what's going to happen. I don't quite know if this is going to technically sort itself out or whether it does need manual intervention. Because they're quite far apart is the problem. They are quite far apart. Oh, see, they're closing. They're trying to close. They're opening again. They're closing. They're opening again. Nope, this one's not. We can see we have flooding. Let's open here. Let's get the water flowing through. The contamination should fall off pretty quickly because this water is in fact down on 13%. It's not like there's a lot of water in here. The drought has started. I don't actually know how we're going to do quite yet. Because... they are open. As should be the ones now below them. Right, so that's going to continue flowing for as long as it can in fact flow. Because... drought has started. A drought has started. We're up to 684 logs. Sorry, down to, I should say. And 580 planks. Now again, planks not too worried about. This build is log heavy, not plank heavy. And if we look down here... ooh! We're down to... what are we down to? No, we're down to 2 levels left to go. Yes. Just under 2 layers left of water to drain. And the exact same here. They are going to go down at the exact same speed. And a whole lot of dynamite to blow up. But we won't press that button. We are still struggling for water. I mean, we do definitely have enough water to hold our own. I've seen it. It shouldn't be a problem. We do have all pumps working. All going to be marked for prioritized by haulers. So that they're never hauling their own water or stopped from pumping. That's the plan. Let's prioritize all of those. Good. I never told the same to these. Never told the same to these. I don't know if there is. Let's not prioritize these guys anymore. Needs power to operate. Wow, there's that problem too. But you know what? We have 6 free beavers. I'm just going to leave them ready to restart when power turns back on. Otherwise, I just have to reassign them all again. Okay. Okay. We can do this. We can regain... no, we can't. Not today, anyway. There goes our last drop of water. We are... struggling to get that water back. Again, productivity will increase as contamination goes down. But I may have to intervene and do something else. Like a couple of extra water pumps. Even if only temporary. But I may have to intervene and do something else. I'm not entirely sure. But that will be something for the next episode, because we have come to the end of this one. We've made a beautiful amount of progress. This scaffolding idea is helping us charge forward. I'm hoping by next episode we should get this fully built and functioning. Hopefully we get another drought in the next cycle, but, well, we'll see. We, of course, then we have our water problem, which we will need to solve. Although, like I said, we're very much on the edge. Very much on the edge. Our mushrooms are also going down, probably due to the water problem. Our kohlrabis aren't looking fantastic either, but they should bounce back just fine. Now that we've also got more planting and more irrigated land on the go again, because contamination is decreasing, that will increase production for that as well. And so, with that, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, that is the end of the episode. Hopefully, if we're very lucky, we get another drought next cycle, and we may never then, if we can keep things going, be bothered by a bad tide again. Of course, the fact that we're not into our mine, I'm going to maybe get 2 more episodes, because we are going to have to get in and do a lot of mining really quickly. But that can be done. We have the beaver power available to do it. And so until we see you again, as per always, I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. And until we see you again, as per always, I do hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.